The first time that you access Adirondack Technologies bus DVR, you will need to do that through the video plug that comes with the unit and plugs into the front. The yellow is an analog in, and you need to run it to some sort of monitor. It can be a handheld monitor. Once you have the monitor plugged in and you have the mobile DVR unit plugged in and powered up as I have it here, you can take the remote control, and it will require 2 AAA batteries, and you can push this login button on the top, and you'll notice it comes up with a login screen, and the password by default is 6 ones. Once you've typed in the 6 ones, then it will allow you to enter into the menu, and you can toggle through the menu to set up your recording, your alarm inputs, set up your tools. As you notice, you can go into your network settings, and you do that by toggling left, right, and hitting enter to enter. You can see I've already set this one up on the network because that'll be my next step. I'm going to access this machine over the local area network using my laptop. And you're going to notice that on the bottom there's a server IP. That has to do with your CMS monitoring. I'll go over that in another video. And if we toggle down to save, that'll allow us to exit out of that particular menu. And then you can see that we have the date and time, the vehicle information, which if you have a lot of vehicles on the road, you'll want to come in here and you'll want to put this information in here, because this will go over to the CMS unit, and it will display with the description of the vehicle. So you're going to want to do that. User setup. If you have information that you'd like to put in there, this is where you can put in your operator password or your administrative password. The default passwords are 6 digits, and you will also have to put 6 digits in. The return button right here is what allows you to back out of the menu after you've selected a menu item. If we go into the recording, this will help you set up your recording algorithms, and it'll also help you set up your substream. Your substream is what goes out over the 3G network or your wireless network for viewing remotely. This is where you're going to want to turn the quality of the video way down so that we can work with the throughputs that we have to work with. This is going to be your schedule, and we'll hit the return button to back out of this menu. If you're setting up a lot of these units, you can save your setup parameters, and you can migrate it from unit to unit as you go. This is where you would format your recording devices, SD cards, so forth. And again, we're going to push the enter button, and you can see that you have the ability to select the SD slot. Now I have a thumb drive in the SD slot, and it's already formatted, but once you've selected it here, you just arrow key down to highlight the format button, and then press your enter key. When you press your enter key, it will come up and it will format that SD card, and then you will be able to begin recording. Once you've formatted the unit, then you can come into your record parameters, and you can set up your normal record stream, dates, times, how long you'd like your packet files to be, so forth. And we back out of here, and then you can set your coding setup. This is the quality of the video. So if you're looking for a longer video time frame, then turn these things down. Frames per second set at 25. That's pretty high. I usually record around 8 frames per second. And then the quality, you can turn that up a little bit. Microphone is if you happen to have a mic on that line, which comes back to this cable right here, coming out of camera 1. this is where you set up the type of video quality you will record. And substream is where you set up the type of quality that you will want to set out over the internet. You want to have this pretty low so that we can work with the 3G services. And then your record plan is the times a day that you would like to record under your schedule. So I usually just come down to every day and set it up, start and stop. That way if it's on, it's going to record. And then, which is popular, is the motion record. And you're going to find that under alarm, which you can see I have it enabled on channel 1. The sensitivity is very high, and we have the ability to go into setup and select a particular area for motion. And in this case, we're just going to leave it as default, and we'll back out by hitting the enter key, and then we can hit enter key again because I don't want to change anything. And as you can see, we've got other sensors that we can work with here. But this is where you go to set up your motion record. That's how you format your SD card, and that'll get you up and running so that you can record events. So this is the bus DVR, the menus that are in it, and a basic idea of where you go to configure what options.